Finally tonight to the amazing story of Wirral's latter-day Vikings. More than 1,000 years ago, the earliest Vikings arrived in the northwest, and it's thought that some settled, many here in studio too. Scientists are now trying to discover if their bloodline has survived. Rachel Bullock explains.
Derek Mellor's family have fished off the Wirral coast for centuries. A keen local historian, he's managed to trace his relatives as far back to the year 1610 and found that they, like the Mellors today, made their living from the Mersey waters. However, modern science is now set to lead Derek far more deeply into the roots of his family tree than he could ever have imagined. Experts have begun DNA tests on 300 people from across Wirral, including Derek, to discover whether they have Viking ancestry. The research is headed by Professor Stephen Harding from Nottingham University. Professor Harding, who hopes to prove the theory that when the Vikings arrived on the Mersey Peninsula in AD 902, some of them managed to settle, whilst others were driven out by the Normans. It's thought those who settled started families which have survived through until the modern day. Professor Harding is now optimistic that the DNA tests will reveal a bloodline which links today's Wirral dwellers to the earliest Scandinavian settlers.
People think of Vikings as sort of, Kirk Douglas types, as on the film, but in fact they were quite a peaceable bunch of farmers and fishermen. One group came across the Irish Sea, tried landing in Anglesey, was driven out of there too, and then, weary of battle, asked the Queen of the English if they could have some lands where they could settle peacefully, and she granted them lands in Wirral.
It's a slim chance, but you never know, because, people did move around more than what people think. 300 years ago, when this was a great river, you live near the coast, the easiest way to move around was by boat.
The tests are being carried out at University College in London. Derek will find out in the next few months whether he is indeed one of Wirral's forgotten Vikings.
And of course we'll be sure to let you know. It certainly explain a lot about our friends from Wirral.